Lisa Pezik here, business and wellness coach. And the thought of this week that I want to talk to you about is when you have to leave something, someone, whether it's no longer serving you, it's not good for you anymore, or you just don't want to do it. You know it's time to quit. You know it's time to leave. You know it's time to walk away. And how do you gain clarity and perspective and peace with that? Now today I had to make a difficult decision. It's something I've been putting off for a long time. I am transitioning into business coaching, even though health and fitness has always been a core thing of what I do. But a way back 5 years ago when I started my health and wellness business, I did a little offshoot to seniors fitness. And I thought that was going to be the direction that I really wanted to go. Having been a nurse, having worked in long-term care, I still love seniors. I treat them like they're my own grandma or grandpa. And I got into teaching some falls prevention classes in the community. And I developed a real relationship with these seniors because for many of them, me, my face, my program was the only time that they took their volunteer transportation service to come to me. And it was the only time they got out because they didn't have family close by. And we really formed a bond in a relationship and they looked forward to coming every week. And I've been doing this for 3 years. I've been teaching these classes. And as my business has grown, as more opportunities have landed in my plate, that time that I've been spending there has been holding me back from having more time to create, more time to serve, more time to go down that direction with business coaching and speaking opportunities and really digging in with the women in business that I want to help and coaching people online in their health and fitness so that I can reach more people. So honestly, for the last year, I've been like, I can't, I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It was nothing of a negative. Sometimes you got to walk away from people and things because they are negative. They are soul-sucking. They are upsetting you. They are causing you way too much stress in your life. They're causing you way too much unhappiness. This isn't the case for this one for me. I quite enjoy it and I quite enjoy the people, but I knew that it was limiting my growth potential. And this was the year that I was like, I'm going all in, and anything that's going to stand in my way or limit that growth potential, positive or negative, I got to make a decision about. And today was a decision that I gave my resignation letter to teach those classes. And it was really a hard decision in a way because I know that people are going to be upset. I've got a really good relationship with the staff. I'm always greeted with a smile. Hey, Allison. So it was a tough decision for me to make that choice, to leave that behind. And when you have to make a decision, and it's hard, I want you to flip your outlook and your perspective. Instead of looking at what is it that you're gonna lose, if you're about to make a big leap in your life, you're making a transition, you're stuck with a choice, what's the growth opportunity? And what are you going to gain from making that decision? So instead of looking at, I'm losing income, I'm losing time, I'm losing friendships, I'm losing whatever it is, what are you going to gain? Are you going to gain more time? Are you going to gain income, passive income maybe? Are you going to gain more rest for yourself or sleep for yourself or less stress? For me, it's going to open up 4 hours of my schedule a week that I can coach more women in business online, that I can serve more people. And when it's time to leave something behind and move on, it doesn't mean that you still can't support the cause. So I might not be there teaching those falls prevention classes anymore, but I can still run maybe once a year. I can run a clinic, or I can run some sort of volunteer work or something that I can run to still serve the seniors in my community, because that's still a cause that I'm very passionate about. So just because you quit something or leave it behind doesn't mean that you can't still serve. You're just serving in a different way. You might not serve with your time. You might serve a different way. You might not serve with money. You might serve a different way. But if you get stuck in that rut where you're like, I don't know, like, all right, I know I should make that leap, but I'm going to upset these people, or that people pleaser in you comes out, you got to look at, what are you going to gain by leaving this behind? Because we often have that fear of, like, it's like the FOMO, like the kids are talking about these days. Thank you, Allison. I know, right? The fear of missing out. That is like a real fear, that people worry about all these things that could happen when in all actuality they don't happen. So instead of creating this worst case scenario of all the things that are gonna happen negative or that you're losing out on, what's gonna be the positive? And that's been the only thing that, really allowed me to make this decision and move forward with it. And when I sent my resignation letter, I'm actually not leaving until May 31st. So I said I'm giving them lots of notice to be able to find my replacement, that I can train my replacement. So if it's a job that you're leaving behind or a role that you have, do the right thing. Don't ever burn your bridge, right? Leave lots of notice. Be willing to help. Be willing to serve. Always come from that place, that higher place, right? So I'm leaving them lots of notice. And, the one thing they said to me, which was really kind, is they said, we're really going to miss your energy and your enthusiasm and the passion that you have for seniors and the passion that you have in the way that you delivered the program and the way that you scaled up the program and made it better. And I think that was such an amazing thing to take from that and learn. So anytime you're making the leap and you're doing something different, again, go back and reevaluate. What can you learn from this experience? And we're all replaceable in some sense. If you're in a job or you're working a 9 to 5 or you're in there, you are. Like, your position is replaceable. But you, the characteristics and the integrity and the values that you have, that is not replaceable. Nobody will do the job the way you do it. And that was something that I was really proud of, that I was able to pride myself on the fact that my passion and my, just energy shined through. And that's something that's going to carry me through, to the rest of any other role that I take on or that I do. So what's that for you? What are those characteristics that set you apart? Because in business, you need to know that. You need to know why people should choose you, right? Because they're doing the same thing with you in business. They're like, I don't know about her. What if I invest in her and I lose a whole bunch of money? What if I invest in her and I lose a whole bunch of time, right? They're not sure. So you got to help them see what they're going to gain by investing in you or listening to you or spending their time with you. So it's all about the gain. It's not about the losses. It's all about the gain. And remember, nothing is a failed attempt. As long as you can go back, you can revisit things, you can learn from it. And you know what? Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to walk away. I remember Ariana Huffington said, sometimes the best way to close a project and to finish it up is to just stop doing it, is to just quit. And that's what happened to me in this situation. I got too emotional with what I would be leaving behind and the people that I actually probably coached that program and did that training 2 years longer than I should have. But I decided that this year was the year I was going all in. I was following my passions. I was following my dreams. I was taking no excuses. And I was just going and doing. So sometimes that requires doing hard things. It really does. But I know that you've got the strength to do it. I know you can flip your perspective and look at what you're going to gain as opposed to what you're going to lose. I know that you're going to hone in and realize those characteristics and those things of you that make you different, that people want to spend their time with you. So think about those things. And if you're stuck in transition, if you're stuck with a tough decision, give yourself time, give yourself patience, give yourself grace. But know that you got to blaze your own path because you only get one life, right? I think about 5 years in some things that I did, some programs that I ran that were 5 years longer than I should have run them. And that's half a decade of my life, right? And that's what was hitting me today, that anything that isn't serving me anymore has to go. So is there something in your life that isn't serving you? Something, someone you got to let go of? Hopefully this helped. That's my thought of the week. Allison, thanks for tuning in with me, girlfriend. Always love having you on here live with me. And I'll see you guys again next time.